Welcome, Michael Bettine here with a transmission from Gong Camp in Pennsylvania. What better backdrop than a large Grata Sonora gong here, permanently outside. A great backdrop. I want to talk about sound. And I want to talk about time. And I want to talk about space. Sound. Frequency, especially. I think too many people get totally hung up on frequency. Like that is the magic key. Oh, this frequency will do this. This will do that. This will cure this. This will heal that. Frequency is just a measurement. Is a measurement of cycles per second. How many times does this move per second and create a wave? It is a measurement. You would think I was silly if I was to talk about inches or centimeters. 8 centimeters is the heart chakra. And 52 centimeters is the love frequency and will cure everything. Hey, you'd think I was foolish. Or inches. 12 inches is the heart chakra. And you have to work with 12 inches. 18 inches, the magic frequency that will change everything in your life and bring you wealth and everything. And you'd look at me and you'd go, that's a lot of bullshit. Well, it's the same with frequency. Frequency is a measurement. That's all it is. It's a measurement of here to here and how many times a waveform moves between two places in a specified amount of time. A equals 440 hertz means that it vibrates 440 times a second. It moves that wave that much. That's all it is. 432 hertz, 438 hertz, 528 hertz, whatever. They are just measurements. So everybody's hung up on this sort of frequencyism and this measurement that they think is actually the sound and actually the magic bullet for whatever. But I want to give you another thing to investigate. And that is time. Personally, and this is my opinion, you're certainly free to disagree with it, I feel that time is the key. Not frequency, not pitch, note, sound, however you want to describe that, but time itself. And that these instruments we play are, in essence, time vehicles. They're able to help us manipulate time, to change it. How often have you played for an hour or an hour and a half session and it's over and somebody says, that was just 10 minutes, wasn't it? You've manipulated their experience of time. Or conversely, somebody might say, wow, that seemed like it lasted all day when it was an hour. Again, you have manipulated their experience of time. So let's look at something important I've been teaching this week. Let's talk about time. 3 phases of time. Past time, present time, future time. Past time does not exist. It's gone. You cannot bring it back. You can have memories of past time, but it is not past time. That is gone. Future time, that does not exist. It is yet to come. You can have expectations, you can have dreams and aspirations, you can see things in your own mind about what you are going to do, in the future, but it does not exist. It is yet to come. All that matters is present time, right here, right now. That's all we have. And too many of us get hung up in thinking about past time, dreaming about future time, that we forget present time. And I think it's our job to be present whenever we are playing these instruments for other people. Be in this present time. And by going deeper into that present time, that present moment, that's when we shift their experience of time, because they drop into the present time. And to me, and from my own personal experience, that is when the magic happens. When people can drop out of time and they are just there. They are just being. They're not even aware of time. They're just being in the sound bubble you create, and they are there. That's when things happen. Things like healing, things like that, because we're able to release everything and we're able to allow the body to take care of itself. Our world runs on linear clock time. The worst invention of man, linear clock time. There's two eras of man. There's before clock time and there's after clock time. Think about before and how free everybody was. Just living, just being, just existing. Clock time and machines came in, the Industrial Revolution. Suddenly we are controlled by this thing called a clock, either on your wristwatch, up on a tower, and nowadays on your phone or digital device. We are controlled by it. You need to get up at 8 o'clock. You need to get dressed and have breakfast. Be to work by 9. You have to be there until 5 when you get to go home, do a few things, have dinner, sleep, get up, circle around and do it again. We are controlled by that, by clock time. You have to meet somebody at 6, they will expect you at 6, not 6:05. Not 5:26, but at 6. We are very hung up on clock time. But time is malleable. Clock time is rigid, but time is malleable. And I've been a drummer for over 50 years. And in playing drums in so many situations, I have learned that you can manipulate time. Time can be stretched. Time can be compressed. And you can move back and forth, expanding, compressing time over the single moment, the present moment. We can do that with gongs, bowls, bells, other instruments. We can take that time and we can shift it. We can stretch it out. We can compress it. We can even get it to a state of no time, where there seems to be no movement at all. We just are. That is the goal of most meditation. If you do something like Buddhist meditation, Zazen, if you're a Zen Buddhist or something, the idea of just reaching this point of stillness where you are, and that's it. You are. There's nothing else. And you aren't moving. You are just being. So what I play, that's what I'm striving for, to get people as close to this point of just being, where time doesn't matter. They don't have to be anywhere else. They just have to be here, be present, be open. Just be. What greater gift can we give people but a time out from their ordinary routine, a time out from the madness of linear clock time in today's modern society. Just to be. And I'm sure you've had that experience playing your gong. I have a nice airplane overhead now. Just let the sounds be sounds, okay? But I'm sure you've had that experience playing your gong. And just playing, and you're just playing, and you get lost in it. And eventually you stop and you go, wow, I've been playing this gong for 80 minutes, 2 hours. Lost in that sense of no time, even no thought. You were just being, you were just existing. And that's where we are meant to be, just existing on this continuum of life. So don't get hung up on frequencies, notes, tunings, all of that stuff. Too many people are thinking that's the magic bullet. I don't think so. I really think time is where it's at. And I've been studying time for all these years. I read all sorts of books on time. And it completely fascinates me because I see gongs and the related instruments as the perfect vehicle for manipulating time and also making time disappear. If you want to know more, drop me a message. I can give you a book list of things to read about time. Some really deep things, but things that have definitely affected me and my work and deepened my work and continue to help me deepen my work. Time. Time is now. It's only now, the present. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next transmission. Bye.